Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well today. In this video, let's try another ACT or SAT practice problem together. As usual, if you'd like to try this problem on your own first, go ahead and pause the video now, otherwise let's go ahead and do this problem together. If the quantity of cx plus 3 times the quantity of dx plus 5 is equal to 35x squared plus ex plus 15 for all values of x, and we know that c plus d is equal to 12, what are the two possible values for e? To begin, I'm just going to write the equations that they gave us in the problem. The equation on the left is a quadratic equation written in factored form, and the equation on the right is also a quadratic equation, but it's written in standard form instead. Because it's easier to go from factored form to standard form, I'm going to go ahead and FOIL or multiply out these two binomials together to get it in standard form. Cx times dx is going to be cdx squared, cx times 5 is going to be 5cx, 3 times dx is going to be 3dx, and 3 times 5 is going to be 15. Now comparing this equation that's written in standard form with the equation that they gave us that was in standard form, let's see if we can find anything interesting. If these equations must be equivalent, that means that this first term of cdx squared must be equivalent or equal to 35x squared. If that's true, and both of these terms have x squared, that means that cd, or c times d, has to equal 35. That being said, c could be 1 when d is 35, or c is 35 when d is 1, or c could be equal to 5 when d is equal to 7, or c is 7 when d is 5. These are all the possible factors of 35. While we have 4 options here, let's try to remember another piece of information that we were given in the problem. We were told that c plus d had to equal 12, so we know that these two options are not possible. Looking back at the equations written in standard form, it makes sense that these constant terms of positive 15 match, but that means these x terms of 5cx plus 3dx has to equal ex. Writing that as an equation, we can write that 5cx plus 3dx is equal to ex. Because both terms on the left side of the equation have a common factor of x, we can factor it out and write the quantity of 5c plus 3d times x is equal to e times x. Given that this equation must be true, that means the quantity of 5c plus 3d must equal e. Since we're looking for two possible values for e, let's go ahead and try both scenarios that we have left. For this first scenario, c is 5 and d is 7. Let's take that equation of 5c plus 3d is equal to e and substitute the 5 in for c and the 7 in for d and solve for e. 5 and 5 make 25 and 3 and 7 make 21, so we know that e is equal to 46 when c is equal to 5 and d is equal to 7. To find our second possible value for e, let's try when c is equal to 7 and d is equal to 5. Using this equation once more, let's substitute in 7 in for c and 5 in for d. 5 and 7 make 35, and 3 and 5 make 15, so in this case, e is equal to 50. And based on that, we know that our answer choice here is going to be A. E could be 46 and 50. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comment section down below, and as always, keep up the great work, and I'll see you in the next one.